There was a lot of Google announcements, so let's just go through them one by one, take a deep breath, and pick them apart.
Command AI.
Gemini 3.5 Flash, we'll cover that in a second, right? New model, fast model. Neural Expressive, a vibrant, dynamic, and completely reimagined design language for Gemini. Gemini Omni, our new model that can seamlessly transform text, images, and video prompts into cinematic, high-quality video outputs. Daily Brief, a new agent that gives you personalized morning brief and organizes exactly what you need to know to start your day. Gemini Spark, a 24/7 personal agent designed to proactively manage tasks and help you navigate digital life. And a macOS app, which I've just downloaded actually. So what is Neural Expressive? There it is. That's Neural Expressive. Clutching at straws a little bit for news here. The interface now features fluid dynamics, vibrant colors, and new typography with haptic feedback. I do not think this is vibrant colors. It's actually very dark, right? I mean, this is dark mode, the light mode version, which is what I was looking at. It's now live. If you've got Gemini app, you can use it right now. But I wasn't all too excited about it. You see that? Whatever. Let's move on. Gemini Omni. This is an interesting one. Turning your ideas into cinematic videos. To unlock your creative potential, we're introducing Gemini Omni, a model designed to turn your imagination into reality by seemingly combining text, images, and video inputs. Okay. Hopefully you can't hear that. Tell you that. So it's taking videos there, obviously, and manipulating them. But also these are generated. Because they had the other, I mean, they've had VO, which is another, like all of their video products are very, very confusing. Swap details, swap styles, environment. Prompt, the lights of the apartment start turning on in sync with the music. So they've obviously provided the music here and it's turning the light on. The dim lights in the room put a black and white checkerboard room inside a glass sphere that floats, tracking above the hand. Ooh, that's a complex. I mean, it's cool though. What I did see though was Marquez Brownlee showing the unboxing video. Gemini Omni made this, right? So it's an unbox. It looks really, really good. Like the technicality looks very, very good. But as Marquez has said here, that defeats the whole purpose of watching an unboxed video. Now, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's like you start with the what it can do, and then it's up to creatives to actually bring an element of creativity into it, right? Maybe it's a small element of a bigger, larger edit. Like this isn't, you wouldn't release. I'm not saying that you're going to release this and this is like one and done. I think, God, you know. I think that's the lazy route to think about AI. I think you haven't played with AI long enough if you think one prompting is the, you know, what you get out of one prompt is the thing that we're going to use AI for. Gemini Omni begins rolling out today to Google AI Plus, Pro, and Ultra subscribers worldwide. So I think I actually have this. So let's record a video and add it. Let's see what we can do. Tune into Command AI, where we talk about all things web design and dev in the world of AI. Put me in space, traveling through a wormhole. So there's my UI there. And I'm going to select anime as the style and hit that off. And off it goes. Let's pick that up in a sec. Daily briefing. Bit of a yawn fest this, but they had daily briefing in ChatGPT. Do you use ChatGPT daily briefing? Is this a useful tool to you? I don't know. Introducing Daily Brief, an agent that gives you personalized morning digest that is designed to be your first stop every day. Built on the success of our recent Google Labs experiment, CC, Daily Brief gives you seamless, intuitive entry point in the world of AI agents. Now, I can see why this might be helpful, but you need to use Gemini to get the best out of it, right? Or does this plug into your Google history? Does this, this is all Google at the end of the day. Is this a whole ecosystem thing where actually you start to benefit from it right away? Now, if I it's finished.
Engaging maximum thrust. Commencing wormhole jump.
So it didn't take my audio at all. It looks like me, which is, well, I say it looks like me. It's an anime version of me. It's me in my t-shirt and my hat that I'm wearing. But it didn't say what I wanted to say. So let me follow up with that. But you didn't say the thing that I was saying in the video.
But you didn't say the thing that I was saying in the video.
Okay. Well, it looks cool. Let's try and give you that. It looks cool. It gathers urgent updates from your Gmail inbox, tracks up-and-coming events from your calendar, and compiles relevant follow-up details and skimmable briefing. Yeah. I don't know about that. Goes far beyond a simple summary. Daily Brief actively organizes your priorities prioritizes based on your specific goals and even suggest immediate next steps. So it does help to use Gemini to do this. So Daily Brief rolling up today to starting in the US. I don't get it, unfortunately. I would like to try it, but I'm in the UK, as we've established. So Gemini are going to be taking on OpenClaw, which, I don't know, given their Google, they could be onto a winner. Gemini Spark, from information to action. We're also introducing Gemini Spark, a 24/7 personal AI agent that helps you navigate your digital life. Spark represents a big shift for Gemini, transforming it from an assistant that can answer your question into an active partner that does real work on your behalf under your direction. Gemini Spark runs on Gemini 3.5 and uses the Antigravity harness. So that'll be something local. It's deeply integrated with the workspace tools you rely on, daily, Gmail, Docs, and Slides, and more. Even better because it's a cloud-based agent. Yeah, see? Spark keeps working in the background even when you close your laptop, lock your phone. That combination means Spark is ready to take on complex tasks off your plate so you can be more present for what matters most. With Gemini Spark, you can set reoccurring tasks with triggers, automatically piles monthly credit card statements to flag new or hidden subscription fees, teaching new skills, directed to check your inbox for ongoing updates, and create complete workflows, blah, blah, blah. I think we get the picture, right? Gemini Spark will roll out to trusted users this week, and we're planning to roll out beta users for US Google AI Ultra subscribers next week. So if you're in the US, give it a go. Let us know. Gemini Mac for macOS. Take control of your desktop. We're working on big updates on the Gemini for macOS, right? These aren't in there just yet. Gemini Spark to the Gemini dashboard. So this is what we were just talking about, actually. So they're going to bring it to the desktop app, but they're going to start with the online version first. So it can help with tasks involving your local files and automate workflows across your desktop. We're also innovating on a new voice experiences in macOS app. There we go. Unbananas, or what about that happen as you think aloud. Using the context, macOS app is available to download right now for all users. And I downloaded it. I opened it up. It's literally just right now. It's just the same as the mobile app. It's nothing exciting just yet. So, Antigravity 2.0. Now, the first one was abysmal. Let's see what they've got in store for the next version of Antigravity. Antigravity 2 is a standalone desktop application that fully delivers on truly agent-optimized experiences. And we need to talk about this. Like, it was the first to really bring about this agent view. It might not have been the first, to be honest, but they released it when it was like pretty much brand new. There might have been some smaller studios building an app that has like an agent view, but they did it first. Seemingly. Users interact with powerful agents both synchronously and asynchronously, and there is no IDE. Dun dun dun. While it retains many of the core principles of the Antigravity's IDE agent manager in the Surface, it is a completely separate desktop application. I mean, they're all looking the same, aren't they, really? They are all looking the same. Let's walk through a high level the new features of demos, deep dives. Check this out. Sub-agents, asynchronous tasks, JSON hooks. That's cool. I mean, you know, Claude has hooks, but it's quite nice. Agent management, revamped to allow for easier sorting and identification. Schedule tasks, which is nice. Voice / commands. Grill me. Goal tells the agent to run until the specific task is completely finished. I think Claude recently introduced that as well, which is quite nice. Some of the agents are only good at the prompts you give them, and it's common for users to miss important details or to overlook providing critical guidance. With this command, the agent will ask for clarification questions back to the user, align on specific. It's quite nice. Browser, yeah, it was another thing as well. It was one of the first to introduce like a browser connection through like a Chrome plugin. These agents are more powerful than before, and that's the thing. You know, I saw Flash. 3.5 flash there. Can you see that? I can't, because they've hijacked my scroll. I can't zoom in. Gemini 3.5 flash there. You know, I mean, it wasn't doing too bad if I remember rightly for the Sui bench. What I think this has created a bit of fear on is that I think it was the Gemini CLI was open source. And a lot of the other, you know, Chinese labs built their CLIs on top of Gemini CLI. But if I remember rightly, reading somewhere, they've actually discontinued it. Google will drive the most long-term value to our users by having a single cohesive developer product. The Antigravity CLI will continue to inherit and incorporate improvements from the core harness and agentic paradigms. Antigravity 2.0 will be optimized for comprehensiveness in its feature set, while the Antigravity CLI will be optimized for speed and low overhead. Interesting. So they've kind of established or admitted that there is an overhead to running this, you know, UI, which makes sense. So if they are it looks like they are pushing you towards the Gemini CLI, the Antigravity CLI, and they're going to discontinue the Gemini CLI, which is a shame. So amongst the slew of other products that Google released at Google I/O, they released a new frontier model, the Gemini 3.5 Flash. Intelligence at 4 times the speed of other models. So looking at the benchmarks, because of course we've got to look at the benchmarks, it's doing all right. And especially if you take note of how well it's doing against 3.1 Pro. You can already see terminal bench 76.2, whereas Gemini 3.1 70.3. Sui bench just over Gemini 3.1 Pro. I did not have a good time using Gemini 3.1 Pro using Encode. So given it's a little bit better, and Opus is the leader there, you know, I think it'd be good for simple tasks, but yeah. MCP Atlas 83.6 is winning there. Toolathon, it's winning there. Never heard of those though, to be fair. OS World, GPT 5.5 is winning there. Finance Agent's quite interesting. I thought Opus would be the winner there. Where are we? Opus 51.5, 57.9. GDP Val 1656, 17453. This is the one that I'm following. Didn't know GPT 5.5 was so good at that. But we won't bore you with the benchmarks, but it's good to have a little nice idea about where it's going. Here is a little diagram of the intelligence versus speed. So speed is nearly 300 tokens per second, if on the right hardware, obviously. Now, it's not going to beat 3.1 Flash Lite, but that's a tiny, tiny model. This is the intelligence index here, so it's dumb as fuck. Dumber than Haiku. But on par, apparently, intelligence-wise, on par with Opus, and a bit better than 3.1 Pro. I don't know. Agentic tasks at scale. The balance and speed of performance of 3.5 Flash ideal for tackling long horizon agentic tasks. What used to take a developer days or auditor weeks, 3.5 Flash can now help complete in a fraction of the time. I would assume that you would need a big old model to set out the plan and to plan it out, but then a 3.5 Flash to kind of do the lifting, the dog's body work, basically. When coupled with updated anti-gravity harness, 3.5 Flash becomes a powerful engine for deploying collaborative sub-agents to tackle problems at scale. So there you go, sub-agents. Being handed the context, being told what to do. It will just churn it out. Real world impact, personal AI agents, 3.5 Flash. 3.5 Flash is available today. And that's it. That's it. What a whirlwind of products from Gemini. This is part of a larger conversation on my show, Command AI, which we stream live every single week. We discuss the news and all things related to AI in the world of design and web. Catch us next week and join in the banter.
Command AI.